Ladies and gentlemen, it is time to obtain some bread. My name is Matthew. Welcome to GameDev Week. Let's get started. As you guys can see, today is going to be a different format than that you're used to. I got the game in front of me right now. And I just want to show you the current state the game is in right now, because this is the first week of the second month. So I just want to do a little recap by showing you what gameplay features I already added in and what would be the best way to, other than to showcase it to you by playing it myself. So that's what I'm gonna do now. And as you can see here, everything you see now, I have created in a month, and I'm really happy with the progress. And I am spam clicking the left mouse button right now. Premiere is doing a great job at noise cancelling it, probably because of the AI function it has built in. But what you can do is you can play the game in multiple play styles. If you're an epic gamer and you just want the most optimal speed and optimize your day by doing things as quick as possible, you're able to till the soil at optimal speeds by timing your left mouse button clicks perfectly. But you could also opt to be more slow and easygoing by just leaving the left mouse button clicked, and right there, you see, I'm moving around slowly, and the progress bar is going up a little more slowly, but that's okay. I mean, if you're laid back, you don't care about that stuff. You just want to relax after a stressful day of work and just go boot up the computer and play some of my game. At least that's what I hope people will do. So you have multiple styles of playing. And the same way goes for, watering the seeds. Right now I'm doing that. Unfortunately, you don't have an optimal way of pressing in the left mouse button to actually to make it go faster than I'm showing here. What I do want to implement at one point is upgradability. So you can upgrade your tools and like Harvest Moon, and Stardew Valley. You can upgrade your tools so you could go about your day doing things quicker. So there's a certain degree of skill to it, but it's not gonna make a big difference. Just depends on what kind of player you are. So I am going to finish watering all those seeds, and once I'm done, I'm gonna go head to bed next, because there's not much more I can do right now. Yeah, so I'm gonna go to sleep, and that's a feature that I just added in last week. Actually, time goes by 100 times as fast than usual. You can always go back into bed whenever you want, and also wake up whenever you want. So there's not going to be a wake up and falling asleep cycle like you have in Harvest Moon or in Stardew Valley. I just finished watering my plants, and as you can see, I've been zoomed in all the time. If editor Matthew is editing this video correctly, I have created a big piece of landscape as a background, and it took me a little while to get it right because I didn't know how to do it. So I created the outline for some mountains because the town is on a hill, so it would be appropriate to add in some mountains as the background. Once I was done with the outlines, I filled it in with colors. And I wanted to go for like a tritone setup because it's a background, so I should not put in too much details. So I opted for a 3-4 color shading. So you have the lightest tint, and then as you go darker, you also go more into the red tints. And the same goes for the other elements, like, you know, the hills and the grasslands. But yeah, I imported it into Construct 3 and I really wasn't satisfied with how it ended up looking, because it still was too much. It draws too much attention for me. So what I went and did is I applied a blur effect over it, and that already helped a lot. Then I also went ahead and add a color layer over it, or like a shading, so that the colors will look a little bit more faded into the background. And actually that was already great. I then proceeded to create some trees. But yeah, it did not go so well. I had to do a lot of attempts before getting the tree right. So it's also been a while since I've drawn some trees, so I really got rusty there. But once I got it right, I created a second version, and that second version was way easier, and it went way better for me. And then I created another variant of a tree. That was good as well. So I imported those in Construct 3, and then I realized maybe I might be able to add those trees in the background as well. And that I did. And I also figured, might as well add in some more of those rivers and nice lakes. If you look at this, I have to say it's pretty good. And I'm very happy with the results. And yeah, I also wanted to show you guys some nighttime footage. Really happy with the vibes it gives off because of the lighting effects. I only applied lighting effects and it already resulted in this, and that's something I'm very happy about. What's also very important is you can wake up and go back to sleep whenever you want. What I want to create at one point is that if you don't sleep for too long, you get a debuff that drains your EP. And once your EP, your energy points, get drained, your health points will get drained until it hits 0, and then you pass out. And that happens when you don't sleep for like 24 hours, maybe less, we'll see. Right, so it is the final day. As you can see, the crops are fully grown now, and I'm ready to harvest them all. I applied an effect that when items get dropped, you could just pick them up from the floor automatically, and that's pretty neat. I like the animation. It's all automated because it will detect the distance from the player. Once the item is dropped and it gets in a certain radius from the player, it will automatically hover towards the player until the player picks it up. Okay, so I harvested all. I'm going to the Windmill, and I'm gonna drop it in the elevator over here. And that elevator will take it up to the Windmill, to the I don't know what you call it actually, but it will process it into flour. And that flour I'm gonna be able to pick up once the meter is full, and it is, so I am going to pick it up. And that looks good. All right. I'm gonna go inside, and from there it's gonna be all new stuff, because last week I was able to, put everything in the Windmill and retrieve flour. But you can also pick up some water from the well. And just to show that you can't use the water bucket to plant the seeds, you have to use the watering can. So I already fixed that. You can put down the flour on the cutting board. It turns into a heap of flour. Then you can, actually with the water bucket, you can pour some water on it and it will turn into dough. And that dough you can in turn pick up and put into the oven, and then it will start baking some bread. Well, it's doing that. It's gonna take a while. You can go ahead and do different stuff. You can go back outside. Everything will keep on going. The progress bar will keep going up. And the cool thing, it's just a tiny detail, but I like it. You can see the chimney smoking the moment you go outside as well. But if the oven is active, or someone is cooking inside, you can see smoke coming up from the chimney, and that's not good. It's black, so it's burning. But yeah, I want to give the player some leniency. Once smoke gets black, you can keep it in there until the bar goes up again. But yeah, that's a lot of rambling. That's gonna be it for me today. I hope you enjoyed this video. It's been all over the place because I'm really not good with sorting out my thoughts, especially not when I'm playing something, so I wouldn't be the worst gaming commentator ever. Next week, I want to continue working on some more cooking mechanisms, like for instance when you want to make a soup. And then I actually want to start with character NPC pathing and scheduling. So yeah, look forward to that. And again, thank you so much for watching. I am trying to get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. It sounds like a big, long shot, especially the way it's going now, but I would really appreciate it if you guys subscribed and liked this video, so I would get closer to my dream. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next week. Later.